Hi, my name is Joe Lavala, and this is my Civics Final Essay Extra Credit video. So I was going to talk today about government and the legislative branch. So to me, government is a group of people that have the ability to govern and have the ability to maintain order and liberty throughout the nation. And there are many purposes of government, but there's five main purposes, which are protection of the borders, which is like defending sovereignty, which would could be explained as like border control in the army, providing a public service, which is protecting the citizens, which would be things like the police officers, the EMTs, the EMRs, and like emergency response personnel. Third would be resolve social conflicts, like any protests or any disputes, like large disputes, should be fixed with things like peace treaties and compromises so they do not get larger conflicts over time. Fourth, you have to provide a stable economy, which is like giving taxes, like regulating the influx of cash and currency throughout the economy. You have to have like a countrywide currency and things like that. And finally, you have to keep order in society. So you have to meet the need of the citizens, which is like healthcare and welfare and things like that. And today we have a representative democracy in America. And I personally think this country should maintain the representative democracy, but I don't think we should have the electoral college system. And the electoral college system quickly is when our citizens vote for, like, they vote to see who will be a nominee, and when the presidential elections come, we vote electors, and then these electors will vote based on the majority vote in like a group. So it's not per person; it's generally like the majority, and they split it up evenly. And I personally disagree because I feel like it should be modernized, and each person should have a vote, which would mean more people would vote in our government, so we could actually have more of a majority opinion rather than just some people voting. And then I was also going to talk today about the legislative branch. So to quickly summarize of how a bill becomes a law, first you have to write the bill and talk about it with your local representative. Once the bill is created, then you send it to a committee through, you like bring it to this box called the hopper, and the hopper, inside the hopper, like it gets sent to the House of Representatives, but beforehand it gets sent to a committee, and in that committee they like debate and fix and reword like the bill to make it sound better and more appropriate for the House. And if the committee approves, it gets sent to the House of Representatives. In the House of Representatives, they like argue, debate about the topic, and if more information is needed, they will send it to a subcommittee. Well, then they will reword it to make it easier to understand, and the House will vote. And if the House votes yes, the bill will get sent to the Senate, and then the Senate does the same thing. They debate and they vote, and if they vote yes, then it goes finally to the president. Once to the president, it has three options. The president can either vote yes on the bill and it becomes a law. Two, he could do a pocket veto, which means he does not sign. However, it depends on Congress. If Congress is in session, the bill will eventually become a law. But if it is not in session, then the bill will not become a law at all. Finally, the president can veto it. However, if he vetoes it or she vetoes it, then the bill gets sent back to the House of Representatives and the Senate, and it takes a revote. And if 2/3 of the House and Senate combined approve of the bill, it is becomes a law. And I think our founding forefathers made passing a bill into a law so difficult to make sure that the bill is appropriate for our government and for our nation, and to make sure that they actually have the majority opinion and many people agree with it, not just the select few that have the power, but more and more people will actually like the bill and if it's put in place into a law. So that's why I think our founding forefathers made it so difficult just so everyone agrees on it. And this is my video.